I can literally just chill on my book stacks. We're just not going to pay attention to these 2 stacks that I have to haul yet. It's a different video, but I mean, it's getting excessive to the point where I can just chill on my books. They're chairs. My books are becoming furniture. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and in today's video, I thought, since summer is beginning here soon, like in the next week or so, that I would do a summer TBR. Now, I don't normally do season TBRs because I barely stick to my monthly TBRs, but I thought this would just be fun to kind of just narrow down books that I really would like to get to this summer. I'm still going to do my monthly TBRs, and hopefully these books will fit into some of those prompts that I pick out, but even if they don't, I just hope to maybe squeeze them in. I only picked 8 because I felt like if I did a lower number that I'm not setting myself up for failure. So we have 8 books to talk about, and then we do have one series that I would like to finish. It's only 3 books, so I think it's doable, but like, we know me and series. So I did not pull any of these books out because they're all over my room, and I have stacks of books. I've got books stacks in front of books here, and then it's stacked in front of the bookshelf, so I can't get to all my books right now. So I'm gonna put the picture up, my handy dandy picture. So let's just go ahead and start with the first book. So I was recently, in the past month, accepted into reading 3 ARCs. So I definitely prioritize them for the summer. So the first one is Keep Her Safe by QB Tyler. I know the book's already out by now. Just, okay. But it is one that I still want to get to. This would be my first QB Tyler. I haven't read anything by her yet. I don't know why I keep putting it off, but I do. That's like probably for another video. But this book is a bodyguard celebrity romance. The names are Shay and Damien. So, and I think he's older, so it's also like an age gap romance. And Shay is somehow in the public eye, and he is her bodyguard. So he has to keep her safe, and I'm sure it's like forced proximity and just forbidden because he's the bodyguard. And I've heard that the spice is always great with her books, so I'm sure this is going to be a great time. I've actually heard nothing bad yet from the people that I watch and like the reviews I've seen. Everyone really loves this one. So, well, and I was just totally glad and happy to actually get an ARC, because I don't know, I just feel special every time I get an ARC because they could go to anybody, and then here I am, I get one. It's always just a nice surprise when I get those emails. So after that, we have Candy Steiner's new book. I was also given an ARC. Okay, this one was like the biggest surprise because we all know that I'm a Candy Steiner hoe, and I read whatever she writes. And she is starting a new series, and it's sports romance, and it's hockey, and it's just going to be great. Like, I don't even have to read it. It's just, I already know that it's going to be great, but I'm going to read it anyway. And so in this book, we are following, I don't know their names. Do not come for me. I don't know their names. It's okay. See my note? I got notes. I'm professional. But I do know that at one point, the hero and the heroine meet at like this sports gala thing, I think, some ball type ordeal. And they do not get along. They're at each other's throats like the whole night. However, he gets on the hockey team, and I think she works for the hockey team, something. So like they're always forced to kind of be together. I don't know if there's any fake dating involved, but I do know from the little blurb that they do not like each other. So it is definitely enemies to lovers. I'm excited. Like I've said this before, but I will read Candy Steiner's grocery list. If she writes it, I will read it. So I'm very excited for that one. And then the last ARC is Dominated by Marnie Mann. This is technically book 5 in the agency series, and I have not read any of the other ones, but it's a standalone. So that's why I'm going to read it. Well, that's why I asked for the ARC, because I didn't have to like read any of the other ones. This one, apparently this is following the owner of a sex club, and she meets this guy and everything's going great, and like he is all into like her fantasies and wanting to please her, and then one day he just disappears. And don't mind my neighbors if you hear them outside. I cannot control the little children. And so he leaves, and she doesn't know where he goes. She doesn't know, like, she's like, who did I fall in love with? Who is this guy? So it's kind of just like, I guess she's going to have to learn who he is. I don't know. I'm excited for it, you know. Anytime I can go into like the sex club world. That's not something I can say very often, so, except on this channel. I've gone into like Sarah Kate's world, and that's really the only one that I've been in. Oh, besides like the Wicked Villain series with like Hades and his club. It's besides the point. But anytime I get to go into that world and kind of like learn some new things, you know, kinks maybe I didn't know that I liked, it's always a fun time. At least it is for me. The next book is called Look the Part by Julianne, and I have been seeing this with a few people, and they said that they really enjoyed it. This is about our hero named Flint. He is a lawyer, and I guess he owns like his office, and he rents out his office to our heroine named Ellen, who he does not know at the time is a music therapist. So she uses music instruments, things like that in her sessions, and he gets very annoyed with the music and the loud noise, and he eventually wants to evict her. However, he has an autistic son that comes to really like her. So through the son, they're going to form a relationship, and we all know what's going to happen, and it's going to be great. And personally, I like reading books that have some sort of therapy in them because of my job, and I like to just read about therapy in general. Even if it's not like the full center of a book, I always like it when it has some sort of incorporation of mental health in any way. So I am definitely looking forward to this one. I've never read any Julianne, so this will be my first, but it's one that I hope to get to this summer. The next one is called Maybe We Will by Melissa Foster. Just the cover of this screams like summer vibes to me because it's like a beach town. I think it's called like Silver Island #1. There's 3 in the whole trilogy. But in this, we're following Abby, and Abby comes back to the island because her mom passed away, and they kind of have to get her things in order. And she's a chef, and her mom actually left her the bistro that her mom owned. And then when she's at her mom's house to kind of deal with all the goings on, you know, you can tell that I've dealt with this before in my life, you know, kind of get her things in order. There is a man kind of just like sleeping on their patio and just camping out there. And that is our hero of the story, Aiden. He has always taken care of his younger sister, and she gives him this list. She's like, you need to get out. You need to do something for you. You need to go have an adventure, go do something. So she gives him a list of things to do. And when he kind of explains this to Abby, he helps her with something. I don't know if it's like a restaurant, something to do with that. And then she helps him with his list, and they're going to fall in love. That's all I know. That's all I know. It's just a quick run through, and it's going to be great. But it doesn't matter. I love Melissa Foster. I have read so many of her books. Her men are always just so good, and the spice is always fantastic. So I know I'm going to have a good time with this. But just like the cover alone screams summer to me because they're on the beach. And I think each cover is like that. They're on some sort of beach. So will I read them all? Probably not, but you never know. But definitely want to get at least the first one. Okay, the next book is called Something in the Way by Jessica Hawkins. I have heard of this series, and I just really want to read it. This is book 1 in another trilogy, but not the trilogy that I want to read. I just want to read the first in this one to see if I like it. So in this book, we are following the heroine, who is, I don't know how much younger she is than the hero, but I think she meets him when she's like 16, and he's older, and he's like a construction worker. I don't know how much older. I don't think it's too much of an age gap. However, he's like, you know, we can't do anything, you're too young. And she's like, I'll wait, and blah, blah, blah. You know, when you're young and naive and you just think everything's going to work out. Yeah. And what happens is she's got an older sister. And the older sister sees him, likes him, takes him. Now see here, I am the older sister in the sister dynamic that is myself and my sister. So I don't think I could ever do that. I could never like know that my sister likes this guy, but like go after him. That would just, but maybe the sister doesn't know. Maybe I'm just assuming that the sister knows. Maybe she doesn't know. So maybe I'm just being the fool. But like, I could never do that. But that's just me. Again, maybe the sister doesn't know. But it's book 1, and I do know like it's like a love triangle. Like all 3 books kind of follow throughout their life. So I don't know who's going to choose. Could be neither. Who knows? But I am excited either way to hopefully start with the first book and see if I enjoy it. The next book that I would like to get to would be Always Mine by Laura Pavlov. This is book 1 in the Honey Mountain series. So when I think of summer, I don't know why like small town comes to me. There's just like certain seasons where I think certain tropes. Spring is like I don't know. Spring and summer I guess are like my small town vibes. Maybe I'm just in small town era. Maybe that's my problem. But this book we're following Nico and Vivi. Nico is known around town as the playboy. He is a firefighter. He is known to go from girl to girl. And Vivi is known to be like a relationship girl. She has been in a relationship since she's been 16. And now she finds herself single and she wants to mingle. Okay? She wants to have this fling, and she knows that no one else in town is better at doing that than Nico. So she gives him this offer. He accepts. And through like this fling, you know what's going to happen. Like he's going to start letting his walls down. He's going to start having feelings. She's just going to have feelings. It's going to be a feelings fest, and they're probably going to end up together. It's a romance. Like, what do you want me to say? But this is book 1 also in another series. I don't know why I'm starting so many series. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I am nonetheless. And then the last standalone book, I guess not many of those were standalones, but the last technically standalone book is Heartbreak Warfare by Kate Stewart and Heather. I'm drawing a blank, but it's here. I know it starts with an O. But this book is a military romance. Our heroine is married, and I'm pretty sure they have a child, and she goes overseas. I don't know if she's a medic in the army, but she's in the army nonetheless. And it's where she meets the hero, who's also in the army, and they go through like some sort of traumatic event, and I don't know if they trauma bond or something happens, but she comes home and she very much still thinks about the hero, which is bad because she's married. So that's a no-no. We can't do that. So I assume this is forbidden. I assume there's cheating involved. So who's she going to pick? I don't know. But I also feel like it's going to like hurt my heart, which I'm always down for. Like I don't know what it is, but I love a good gut-wrenching book that just makes me feel. Sometimes I prefer those to the lighthearted books because I don't know what it is, but like I'm just like, oh, you know, it's a great book when you do that. And just sometimes I prefer that to like the la-di-da books, which I mean I do read a lot of la-di-da books, but like sometimes the kids. This is the best form of birth control there is. But sometimes I want that gut-wrenching feeling. Which leads me to my series that I want to read. The Ravenhood series. Look, I keep putting this off because I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. I can't put myself through whatever it is that everyone else put themselves through while reading this book. I don't know why they like the rain, okay? I don't know why they like rainy days. I'm scared to find out, but I'm going to do it. I have all 3. I have the physical copy, I have the audiobooks for them, so we're just going to have to do it. We're going to look, me and you right now. You see me, I see you. Keep me accountable. You ask me if I've read it, like DM me, be like, have you read the book yet? Do it. I can't tell you what it's about because every time I ask people or I look it up, no one knows how to explain it. So I'm just going in. I do know it's about a girl who goes to live with her father who she hasn't seen in a while, and there's like a group of guys. I don't know if it's Why Choose. I don't know if it's Polly. I think there's like a secret society involved, but that's all I ever get when people explain the book in videos. So that's all I can give you because I don't know. I'm going in blind. I'm going in and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. Together as in me, because we're not here, you know. But you ask me. Okay. So those are the books. Those are technically the 8 standalones and 1 series that I would like to finish in the next 3 months. Will I? You know, we're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. I'm going to try my best to fill like the prompts that I pick out with these books, and hopefully some of these will fit. If not, maybe I'll just do like a dedicated summer reading vlog or something, like a summer series where I read these books in vlogs. Let me know if that's something you would like. Maybe I'll just do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you plan on reading any specific books this summer. But if you don't want to leave me a comment like that, but you do want to let me know that you were here, leave me the sun emoji because it is now, it's almost summer. It's summer, even if it's not technically summer. It's summer. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love for you to stick around. It really does help my channel. And all my social media is linked down below as always, my Goodreads and my Instagram, if you want to stay more up to date, day to day, behind the scenes of my not so exciting life. You're more than welcome to do that. But I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Are you ready? Are you done? Are you done running back and forth? Oh, you're such a big baby. Oh, such a big baby, Poppers. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. We have one, they meet the harrower and the heroine. They meet, the hero and the heroine meet at like some gala. Holy moly, why can't I talk? What is with me? Okay. Rude. Neighbors. So she gives him this offer. Whoa! Easy, cats. Easy, cats. Easy. Whew. You scared me. So she, you know, gives him this offer. He accepts, and would you stop?